Roof framing extensions of Autodesk Revit 2013 software is comprised of two extensions that help automate modeling of roofs in Autodesk Revit Structure, and Autodesk Revit Architecture software applications. The rafter framing extension enables the definition and generation of various types of A-frame roof models. Another extension creates truss roof systems. Structural elements are created based on a selected Revit native roof object. Revit supports the building information modeling process for structural engineers by providing a physical model for documentation and associated analytical model for structural analysis and design. These tools generate both models, so the generated roof framing can be leveraged for documentation as well as for analysis. Both extensions are available in metric as well as imperial units. Let's get started with the rafter framing extension. First, I'm going to select my roof, and next I can run the extension. This dialog box consists of three main parts. The pane on the left. Here the following roof structural elements can be selected to define their parameters. Also in the dialog is a viewer which displays the roof geometry with the location of its structural elements. In the bottom pane you can define the selected element parameters. As you can see, the interface is clear and intuitive. So now I'm going to set up some of the parameters of my rafters. When the tool starts, the software automatically names each element and then displays the names next to them. The rafters are uniformly distributed along each individual ridge beam. Using the viewer, I can select a rafter or a group of them and adjust parameters. Here I can define the rafter cross-section dimensions, the rafter spacing and the rafter tail type. The parameters, units and precision are the same as those defined in the global Revit settings. On the right is a table with the parameters of the elements selected in the viewer. So if I select the roof slope by clicking any point inside the roof slope area, the software displays the parameters of all rafters belonging to that roof slope. Let's move on to the next step where the dimensions of hip and valley rafters can be defined. So let me adjust these parameters a little bit. You can switch between elements using the viewer. Once all hip and valley rafters are defined, it is time to define the ridges. The process is quite similar for the ridges, collars and purlins. On the last tab, trimmers, headers can be defined. The opening you selected to define the trimmers headers joist is marked in red. Once you defined all parameters and added the new elements to the rafter framing, the opening color changes to blue. If you select the opening marked in blue, all previously defined trimmer and header joist parameters will display and then you can adjust them again. Once everything has been set up in the dialog box, it's time to generate a roof framing. Let's take a closer look at what we have got. As you can see, besides the physical model, there's also the associated analytical one generated and ready for analysis. Due to the link between Revit and Robot Structural Analysis professional software, it is possible to leverage information about the analytical model during the analysis and design stage. Once design changes and the analysis have been completed, the adjusted model with appropriate optimized timber sections can be brought back into the Revit environment. The second extension, Roof Trusses, creates truss roof systems and it works in a similar manner. First, you need to select a roof, then run the extension. In a similar way to the process of roof framing, you can set up parameters related to your truss systems in the dialog box. These two extensions are only available to Autodesk Revit, Revit Structure and Revit Architecture customers with valid Autodesk subscription contracts. They can be downloaded from the Autodesk Subscription Center as timber roof framing extensions for Revit 2013.